Contrast uncut, yeah, you know that's us. Where we only speak the real and the real rock with us. Where we motivate the people and politic on success. Oh no, we ain't DJ Khaled, but they swearing we the best.
What's happening? It's Contrast Uncut. It's season 5. It's episode 24, Kobe edition, Kobe episode. I want to give a huge shout out to Uncle Snoop's Army and Bobby D Presents. I appreciate you, brothers. It's your host, Zylo, and today we have an incredibly dope special guest. You hear me? He's from the city of Angels in the land of opportunity, LA, Los Angeles, California. What's up to be exact? You hear me? He's a world-renowned and celebrated actor, comedian, content producer, writer, rapper, and recording artist, and a few other things that, you feel me? His brother got so many hats, he probably got a hat company that he's gonna drop. He's a brother that shows you what it looks like and sounds like growing up in LA from a street perspective. You've seen this brother in viral videos on YouTube or Instagram, and he's been doing this thing for 9 years. He ain't overnight success. He put the work in, you feel me? When he turned a bunch of no's and filled in voids, and he became a staple in the city while doing it, and also putting on for the culture. And if you don't know who I got on the show by now, it's all good. We get all episode with the person that taught us, and showing us what the world growing up in LA. Watch homie Quan, everybody. How you doing, King?
Man, I'm doing good, bro. Thank you for all those words, champ. The shit that got me is like the amount of years that you said I worked, bro. That's crazy because new people won't even know, bro. Like, I've been doing this shit for a cool minute, but like the fact that you followed up on that, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Oh no, salute, man. Shit, I appreciate you, bro. I told you in person, I'm like, bro, you are able to tell the real aspect of what it's like growing up in LA. What it's like for people that don't understand, when Pac said everybody got a little thug in them, it's a real factor in LA where you gotta either see you or you trying to move out or go to a certain area because it's not for you.
Exactly. Shit crazy, man.
Oh God, hell yeah, bro. Shit, no, respect teach you a long way, boy, get you surviving. But I gotta tell you from the jump, Quan, time's the most finite thing we have on this earth. I gotta tell you, I appreciate you fucking with me, fucking with the viewers and the listeners. Thank you, bro.
All love, man. I'm here to just fulfill my purpose, bro, and just talk to people, encourage, inspire, and whatever I gotta do, I'm just doing whatever God tell me, man. So you already know it's easy. That's an easy call, bro.
Come on. When your passion meets your purpose and the spirit guiding you, you feel me? The spirit want to live forever. The flesh want to die.
Mm-hmm.
So Quan, what's the normal 24 hours for you?
Shit. As soon as I wake up, I pray. Thank God for just waking me up and asking him just to guide my footsteps and wherever he want me to go. If it's in his will, allow me to get to it. Wake up, go in the bathroom, my son brush his teeth, make him some food, read to him, play with him on the floor for a second, get to looking on my phone for whatever business and all that, go handle some stuff, run out, go run errands or do skits or whatever. And like my whole skit process is like, I just do whatever moves me. Like sometimes I write, but a lot of times, bro, all that shit is like 100% improv. Like I just, my like in a way, not to sound crazy, but my spirit pretty much tell me what to do. Like, oh, make a skit about this, make a skit about that. So it's not nothing that I have to really think too hard on because it's already within me. Like, and a lot of these things is like reenacting moments of my life or moments that I've been around growing up and be able to tell these authentic experiences and these stories and shit. So that's like my 24.
The greatest part is that one, I got to salute you for being a dedicated father. From one dedicated father to another, I got to shout you out, give you your flowers for that. Because, you made that a priority right after you prayed. And you feel me? That's definitely a manufactured result of being a dedicated father. And that's putting the work in and building that foundation. And then you went straight into the craft. Like, a lot of the times people think that they can get somewhere from sitting on the couch and turning on the TV and think, oh, I could do it better than them. But they don't realize the amount of work that it takes just for it to look easy at that moment. And you definitely, you feel me, influence the way how you put your time. And the greatest part about that, bro, is you guide yourself on the spirit. A lot of people, they lose sight on that. They lose sight on the feeling that they get from their gut. They lose sight on the fact that they could teach and touch a lot more if they cross that bridge of success and get over their fears. You know, the biggest progress lies when you break the rules. And, you know, as from your experience, you can definitely account to by breaking the rules when nobody wanted to fuck with you, you filled that void, and it built a quality name for your brand, and it built a quality name on the story that they got fucked up about LA. They think it's just Hollywood glitz and glamour, palm trees, but good weed and bitches. And you know, Dr. Dre did that shit great, but there's a reality in there that they forgetting and skipping.
Cause I'm man, better watch your ass. Don't if it's a girl you don't know, don't let that bitch take you to no weed shop. Don't let her take you here. Don't let her take you there. They will set your ass up quick, nigga. Be careful. Be careful.
They'll lock that front so fast and have a close sign. And then next thing you know, it's a ransom notice. But that ain't none of our business.
On anything. That's funny.
Me. Shit, bro. You know, there's stories out there that I've read about. And yeah.
I'm saying? So we've heard.
Exactly. And, you know, alleged stories that sound really good. They should make movies on that shit. But I got a quote. Let me know how this quote relates to you, or if it doesn't. I promise you, bro, every episode I pull a quote, I go with the spirit, and I'll be like, boom, that makes sense to me. And I'm on a winning streak. So, you know, if you're trying to bust my winning streak, that's all good. But let me know how this relates to you. Here we go. Most people want to skip the process, not knowing that when you skip steps, you miss lessons. Nip the great Nipsey Hussle.
That's one of the ones, bro. Like simple words, but they cut deep and they mean deep. It's like, all right, people want to get to the top of the mountain, but once you skip and get to the top of the mountain, you don't know what it takes to get your ass there. It's certain steps and certain processes that you got to learn that's going to equip you to get there. It's going to teach you how to appreciate that journey, how to appreciate your time, how to appreciate you learning what you had to learn in order to get what you got to get. There's no way of you receiving some shit without learning something and knowing why you went through it that way, why it took you this long, why it did this, why all that shit contributes to who you are. Patience, timing, growth, it teach you something. If you don't get something within the time that you want to get it, you're not ready for it. Don't get mad at nobody because your time is coming. So only thing you got to realize is I'm going to keep going on this goddamn journey. And whatever time is set for me to make it to that destination, I'm going to make it there. And when I make it there, it's my time. And can't nobody stop that. Can't nobody control that but me. It was my time. Everything revolves around your time. So that is something, you know what I'm saying, I'm a living testament of, bro. I still am. But like, that's a deep one. That's, man, don't let that shit go over here, y'all. Like, every happened for a reason. Every heart stumbling block, every fail, every no, all that shit. No, actually, no's aren't really bad though. It might cut the speed a little bit, but it wasn't for you, or it wasn't your time, or it's blocking you from something that you couldn't even see in the long run.
You know, I like to think of no's as a turn on. You flip that no around, it means on. And what it turns on is that chip on your shoulder to get to something greater than what you thought you were going to get.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then something else I want to add into that is that it's the long way. The long way may take you longer to get there, but it's a scenic way. And guess what? You're going to have landmarks and ways to get there. When you take the shortcut way, that's the only way you know how to get there is a shortcut way. And if something falls out of place, like, you feel me, a lot of the kids don't know in your computer when you download something, and before it becomes a shortcut on there, it's somewhere stored in there where it originally downloaded. And, you know, these kids be like, man, I can't find this. They get frustrated. And it's like, bro, you got to go the long way to find. You got to search the shit and learn that all these little things connect to it. These folders drop down and it fills a purpose to how you get there. And they forget that those steps get to it. You feel me? And, you know, I'm definitely still, you feel me, from surviving to surviving to thriving, struggling to surviving to thriving. I'm still in, you feel me, the struggle to surviving stage and maintaining stage. But at the same time, you know, you can attest to when so much beautiful things are going on, you got to know you're on your path.
Right. find a lane that's for you and like go forward in that lane. You control the traffic in your lane. When you merge onto somebody else's lane, you gotta compete and deal with other motherfuckers in that lane, and you can't really shine because there's so many people doing that same shit. You make your own fucking lane. Even if niggas won't let you merge into that lane, you make your own lane.
Come on. It's not just there in traffic. You can dump off to the side and hope the CHP don't get you, but you gonna get somewhere fast as fuck, boy.
Come on, man. You cruise your own lane.
Come on, at
Don't
your
think
own speed.
comfortable, nigga. Keep your foot on that gas still in your own lane. Still be on your shit. Just create your own lane. Why? Because you know how you want your traffic to go. You know what music you want to listen to on your road. Just make sure you stay dedicated to your own shit.
Talking about the entertainment game, because you started off as a rapper and you started doing skits because they all
That's
connected to you. It made sense. I want to know if the game chose you or did you choose the game?
it chose me really, because like I'm just a goofy ass person. Like that's just my personality. So like I didn't have to try hard with that. Like music was something that I got into because like I like to write. I'm saying I could rap, I could write R&B songs and all that shit. And I used to write skits and stuff. Like before I was shy. Like I was shy as fuck. Cause like, growing up when you got like family, not necessarily saying that this part is bad, when you got like cousins and all that shit, and they always talk shit about the shit you do, like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Woo. So you develop a sense of, hiding to yourself. So I was shy. So I used to write all the time. And then my brother got me into like, nah, nigga, that shit tight, man. Go. My brother watched Mickey. So like I started to develop the music shit, but the comedic part, that was just me and my family. Like my mom was a nut. My pops, rest in peace, he was crazy. My whole family is fucking hilarious. Nigga, like certain characters that I do for my skits is from my family. Even like the Mexican characters were my next door neighbors and shit that I grew up with and watched. So I took them niggas and made them characters and just changed the name up, but it's still those people.
And that makes you a product of your own environment.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, bro, the product of your environment, and you're able to put it back into the environment, and you're able to say real ass shit that if you could dictate how things could go differently, you put it in there, and then you give hope at the end too.
Thank you, man. I like, bro. Like I feel like in a way somebody got to, because we're growing up. Not even to make this shit no sad story, because I ain't finna do that. Like, nigga, I'm a G. I ain't finna do that shit. But like, just growing up, it's hard to have those resources. You might have a few people in your corner that's like, all right, go, push, go. But being in the hood, some of your dreams is some shit that seemed far-fetched to other people. And because they didn't have that drive, or they wasn't pushed and motivated, they kind of want to knock you off of that shit and not give you what you need to be able to have a better life or to aim for something. So I try to like encourage and inspire people. And like in the midst of me doing these skits, I tell niggas my full story, bro. Like I done been through so much different shit with this shit, homeless, all that, etc. I want to show you that you can do this shit. The heights that I'm climbing, nigga, I'm from Watts, bro. I ain't got no handout. I don't know none of these people. I ain't connected to nobody in the industry. All these niggas know me. But these niggas don't fuck with me like that until they feel like, oh, Quan, you that it person. Then they want to jump on a wave because of that. But niggas know you before that. But my way of entering the game and shit is showing people, nigga, you can come from where you come from, bust your ass and get there. And a person from the hood like me can get there too. Absolutely. So that's why I love what I do. And I feel like that's why people gravitate to me, because they see themselves in me when I'm doing this shit.
Facts. Bro, like something that's really dope is that although your surroundings didn't understand your path, you didn't allow that to affect where you were going, because you still keep a continuity and an authenticity to your brand, and what you really have to showcase to the audience. And those things of being able to showcase that and have the testimony of, this is where I grew up and this is how these things went down. you know,
Yeah.
it definitely transfers because a lot of people have a Hollywood association to where they think the shit happens. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of people don't realize they was getting rappers and gang members just to write certain movies, like, you know, Menace to Society. The Hughes
Mhm.
brothers was getting rappers and say, hey, where you from? If this was to happen, how would this go down? And you
Yeah.
know, they had that source of, you know, authenticity, but at the same time, they weren't the ones that was really in it. They from Indiana or something like that. Ain't got no idea how shit go down. Don't know the difference between a neighborhood and a gangster neighborhood.
Real shit.
And you know, they give those perspectives and you allow the authenticity. Now I know, like, I want to know when did you consider your first confirmation that entertainment's where it's supposed to be at? Like, what you say is when you mix your rapping and comedy in together and the skits start going viral, or did you not say, hey, I didn't get my confirmation until I arrived at Wildin' Out auditions and you know how you started the whole campaign so people would start tagging their canon? Like, where was the confirmation for you?
Yeah, nah, I feel like no disrespect to that, because you know, I fuck with Wild 'N Out. But no, it actually started when I did a series of videos. Some of them didn't hit, but the one that did catch wind was my first viral one was how gang members dance at a party. It was pretty much me doing a hood dance that's originated by the the Hoovers. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know out there, Hoovers is the gang in LA. You know what I'm saying? They got their own dance, like how they got sea walking. Hoover got a stomp. It's like just a dance and a groove that they do. The dance was it was a gang dance that wasn't everybody wasn't supposed to do. It was only if you from that set, you do that dance. But the dance was so fire that everybody used to do it around like the jerky movement and growing up. And everybody put their own twist on it. So I did a video like, hey, this how gang members dance at a party. And I did the dance and everybody went up. It was the Two Shorts Burn Rubber. Everybody went crazy. And the shit started getting reposted by like Gilbert Arenas, the homie, rest in peace, Big B from Rolling 20 Bloods. He put me around the DJ Mustard circle, the YG circle, and all that shit. So they started fucking my videos and started to get like reposted and going viral. And that shit showed me like, damn, this shit is real, because I did it just to be funny amongst my group of friends, not to like, you know, gain nothing major off of it or just people to get super familiar with me. It was just for my small group of followers I had. Like, I was just like, these niggas gonna relate to it. So that's what made it go. And then with the whole Wild 'N Out journey, that's a long story within itself. I don't know if you got time for that, if you want me to get into that, but like that was a long thing within itself. Should I say now or should I wait? Because I feel like you probably got a question that goes.
Nah. Go ahead, hit me.
All right, so basically, long story. So I was going through a bad relationship at the time. And I was trying to like get over that shit, but it was hard. I seen a poster from Nick Cannon, like, who y'all want to see on Wild 'N Out? And when I seen that, something struck inside me, like, hey, do this shit this time. This is your opportunity. Now, the story before that, I'm gonna say this real quick, then I'm gonna get back to the story. But I always wanted to be on Wild 'N Out. A few times, like Nick Cannon made the posting, I wanted to be a part of it. So I used to tell people, hey, I want to be a part of Wild 'N Out, whatever. I was able to get some tickets from this shit called One IO. There's free tickets for Wild 'N Out. This one Wild 'N Out was back in LA at CBS Studios. So I got the free tickets to go to the show. I went to the show, and then while I was there, I was like, I gotta figure out how to get in touch with these niggas. I gotta figure out how. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get a job at CBS. I'm gonna become the security. And when these niggas back filming at this lot, I'm gonna be able to talk to Nick Cannon. Why? Because I'm the security that's working this set. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be easy for me to talk to him because I'm security. I'm already here. And I didn't know how I was gonna do it. None of that. I said, God, please help me figure out a way. Nigga, the next day, my uncle called me. Hey, nephew. Hey, you want a security job? Yeah, all you gotta do is get your golf card, $75. I got you on the low. Don't trip. He's like, all right, I got you. He was like, where you want to work at? He was like, I know somebody at CBS Studios on Beverly. Nigga, that's the same motherfucking place that they doing Wild 'N Out at. I said, hell yeah, nigga, sign me up. did that shit. I got there. Unfortunately, the Wild 'N Out season was over. They was going to New York, which I didn't know none of that because I wouldn't fucking know. But I got the job to do that shit. They end up firing me because celebrities and shit knew me, and they used to come to my security booth and crack jokes with me and play with me all the time and shit. So they didn't like that shit. So they was like, because they couldn't talk to them. They just walk them to set. That's it. That's all. But they was come cracking jokes, recording, and all that shit. But anyway, so the situation with the Wild 'N Out thing, when I was going through the bad relationship, seen the Cannon post, some said, do it. All right, cool. So I got up every day to do some Wild 'N Out skits. I had like $35. I think it was either 35 or like 40. I went to the Salsa Swap Meet, bought me a red hoodie, had the little African nigga at the little booth, put the Wild 'N Out logo on my jacket. So I made me a Wild 'N Out jacket, nigga, and I went out every day doing skits, telling the motherfuckers to tag me can. I went to the Fox Hills Mall. I went to the movies. I walked in through the movie theater, took a nigga popcorn through it, said, fuck y'all, nigga, hey, tell Nick Cannon to tag me. Woo. So I did like a series of skits. Then I did like the different Wild 'N Out games and shit. And I didn't get to talk to nobody. Because like people that was supposed to link me with that nigga, but like niggas was bullshit. Niggas was like, all right, I'm gonna get you if you do this. Hey, if you post this for me, bro, I can get you. So niggas hit me with the flim flam. So DJ Head from Real 92.3 called me one day, was like, hey nigga, did you ever get a chance to talk to Nick? I was like, nah, man, niggas bullshit, nigga, whatever. He's like, all right, hold on, nigga. The phone hung up. I'm like, fuck you tell me hold on for the phone hang up. So he called me back like, hey, why you hang up? I said, nigga, I ain't hang up. I was waiting for you. He was like, all right, hold on. He click back over. Yo, what's up? I'm like, nigga, who this? He said, it's Nick Cannon. I'm like, oh shit, what's happening? What's the deal? He's like, hey man, a lot of people been tagging me in your shit, telling me to fuck with you, but I never watch your shit, so I don't know what it is that you do. He was like, I can't guarantee you gonna make my show. He's like, I can guarantee you gonna make my show and none of that shit, but I could try to give you an audition, and if you make the cut, I'll get you on. I said, look, bro, I'm not expecting you to guarantee me nothing. I don't want to be guaranteed shit. All I need is the audition to be able to show you what I can do. I don't want no easy way. Nah, give me an audition, and I'm gonna show you why I need to be on that motherfucker. So he's like, all right, bet. We're gonna give you audition. Head, gonna give me your information. We're gonna lock it in, yada, 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 yada. So the person from Wild 'N Out that was supposed to train me, nigga didn't train me at all to show me the shit. Bro, I feel like keep it, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't gonna say dude name, but bro, I feel like we're gonna some other little stuff because he didn't want to train me, so we never happened. So they end up hitting me like, hey, you gotta do an audition tape. I'm like, all right, cool, where I come to? They're like, where you come to? You make your own audition tape. I'm like, my own audition tape? I don't know how to fucking do that. I ain't never did that. So I was like, all right, cool. Don't trip. You got this shit, Quan. Call my barber. Like, hey, can I hit your use a barbershop to do my audition tape? He was like, yeah, come on. So I went there, got some Wild 'N Out girls, got some outfits, put the tables around there, set the barbershop up like the Wild 'N Out stage, and I played all the games myself. So I played all the games and joked around and did the shit that they did on TV to show, nigga, I can do these games. I could be on the show too. So I did that audition tape myself, sent it in and shit. Didn't hear nothing for like a week. I think like a week or so. And I'm like, my shit sucked. They not gonna fuck with me, bro. And then I got the news of we had an eviction notice because some bullshit with the landlord. Like, bro, like wanted to talk to my mom. She wasn't having it and all that. My pops had passed and shit. So she wasn't fucking with it. So bro got hurt and threw niggas out. So I was like, I need to figure out a way to, stop this shit. So in the midst of waiting for Wild 'N Out, I ran into some more money. I think I did like a promo for somebody or did something. So I bought some food, started serving barbecue at my house, nigga. $5 plates, $50 plates, $20 plates. I had ribs, macaroni and cheese, yams, greens, baked beans, hot links ribs. I don't know if I said that shit twice. I had cheesecakes, cookies. I had sodas, juices. I had the fucking Vegas Fat Tuesday cups. Nigga, I'm big shoving it up out the front door. Like, all right, we got 30 days to get out. oh, I'm finna go crazy, nigga. That shit went big, nigga. Everybody bought food and shit. I was able to get some money to get my mom an apartment. My mom and myself apartment, because we shared the apartment before I left Wild 'N Out. But I was able to get the apartment and shit. And like a few days before my birthday, Wild 'N Out had called me like, hey, we want to fly you out to Atlanta, all expenses paid. Just come and go to workshop. And when that happened, I still didn't believe it, fool. Like I was in shock. Once I got to Wild 'N Out, and then we was in like a circle where they have you introduce yourself with the new cast and the old cast. You tell them your name, your story, and how you got here. I told them my story, but I didn't tell them my story on sympathy shit. I'm like, man, look, I was about to be homeless before I came here. I ain't got no money in my pocket to eat no food with it, none of that shit. But that don't even matter. I'm just happy because God brought me here. Like, this is an opportunity for me, and I'm just thankful to be here. When I said that shit, I mean, I told him a little bit more. When I said that shit, motherfuckers started to like feel for me, not in like a bad way, but on some I feel that type shit. Nigga, DC ended up giving me all the pocket bread he had in his pocket. Like, hey, nigga, here, you do some food, pay your phone bill, go get you some clothes and shit. Like, nah, I don't want that shit. Like, nah, nigga, take it. Him, Chico Bean, DJ D-Rec gave me some money and some other people. So in that moment, that's when I broke down and it's like, this shit is real from another standpoint. Because I already felt it was real when my shit went viral. But just me being there and being around these people that I watched on TV and are fans of, fuck with me in that way. And just, it was just something that God like let me know, like, this shit is real. Just keep me first, keep me on your mind, and I'm never gonna leave nor forsake you type shit. So, and not to even cuss when I mention the God, but I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna be real, fool. So that, oh shit, this is real. And then when I got up there, Big Ticket knew who I was and a few niggas, and I'm like, bro, I used to watch Rap City the Basement. Like, so I was like, oh yeah, man, this shit real, this shit crazy. So it's just those moments because I didn't know anybody. I just prayed, I manifested it. I asked God for this. I'm like, God, I want to be on the show. If it's in your will, let me be on the show. I watched the show. I kept claiming it. I kept talking about it. I kept studying Wild 'N Out. I watched Wild 'N Out every day amongst the process of me trying to get on there, with doing the skits and all that shit. I was already a fan, but like, I just knew what I wanted. I had tunnel vision, and I went, you know what I'm saying, I went for it, and it happened. It wasn't happening because I knew a specific person, but the work I did to get to that point, what made it even much better for somebody to be like, hey, I'm a call bro for you. DJ here didn't have to do that shit. He didn't have to call. That's not what granted me that. That granted me the conversation with bro, but my hard work and my talent is what granted me to be on that damn stage. So,
see, bro, I love the fact that one, you manifested it. Two, you put the work in. Because manifestation and prayer without hard work is dead. And you kept it alive. And then the other thing I want to throw in there was so crazy is that I think everybody was tripping that he sent in a full elaborate taping of his own Wild 'N Out version. And I think everybody had to watch it and digest it and be like, oh yeah, he's the one. Because I'm pretty sure no one's ever reenacted an entire Wild 'N Out episode at a barbershop at that. And then had every piece in there. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, normal audition tapes is, you know, I'm gonna do a couple of jokes. I'm gonna run through a session. I may have a DJ right there just because it's Wild 'N Out, show him I can rap and freestyle and got jokes. But I guarantee you, ain't no one ever put a whole episode together for an audition tape.
Yeah, man.
But that showed the hard work and dedication, bro. That also showed you that there was more to what you were doing. Like, I guarantee you, if Wild 'N Out didn't pick you up, you would have started your show that you're doing now, that you're building for. And I know you're almost there. And, you know, growing up in LA, you wouldn't you would have started that sooner. But I don't feel like you would have had the same skill set and understanding the production side that you know now from being on the major sets.
Yeah. So basically, bro, that shit, that's a very true statement. Like with the Wild 'N Out process, I was on Wild 'N Out. I was there for 4 seasons, four cold seasons. That makes me a goddamn senior on Wild 'N Out. I'm a motherfucking vet, technically.
Veteran.
You know what I'm saying? So, that shit was an amazing experience. I'm not on Wild 'N Out no more. I'm doing my own shit now. But that was like the biggest thing that I learned from Wilding Out was the elements and the things that go into this shit. Like the things that are, you know, more so important. One thing about me is like when you watch my videos, I'm like musically inclined with shit. Like I do a skit and right when I'm thinking about doing a skit, a beat, a melody or something pops in my head and I'm like, I got the perfect song for this skit. Whether it's an oldie, whether it's an old hip hop song, whether it's like a G-Funk song or whatever. Like, I don't know. The music hits my ears before anything. I don't even gotta have a full skit done. I can have like a small little piece and the song is in my head and the song will not leave my head until I put it in the video. So knowing that, but going on the show, seeing that sound matters, seeing that being organized, professionalism, like the whole crew standpoint, like, okay, like before my girl was shooting my shit, my little brother was shooting, Quayshawn, he was shooting my skits off my cell phone. But just noticing now that sound matters, different angles matter, like just the whole production side, like you need many people to get this shit done. You can't do all this shit yourself. So you got to find people around that you can get to mimic what you see them do there. So learning how to get that shit right is what helped me. So I was like, God, I thank you for bringing me there to see that, because seeing that is gonna make me more equipped than what I already am. Like I already go crazy with just the street side. Cause I tried to go to college for it. I went to Los Angeles Swim School of Hollywood. Couldn't afford that shit. I'm like, I'm not finna get a loan, my nigga. I'm just gonna leave school, bro, and I'm gonna figure it out. So I went to college for that shit, left, got it myself, nigga. And then seeing that shit, I'm like, oh, I'm finna go crazy. Now I'm really gonna do my show, because that was something that I already was planning on doing it. I just didn't know what all it took or what you had to do to make that shit happen. Right now, I still don't fully know, but I got a dope ass idea, and the show is gonna be crazy as fuck.
Bruh, that process, bruh, it was going to film school. You notice you went from 4 seasons. That's like going to 4 years into college. You feel me? You got enough nourishment in that whole thing where you can go ahead and make your own production. But at the same time, you are right. Like, you notice the people that are in charge or running something, the creative, they're also not the person that's trying to produce it, direct it, supervise it, be the production manager. They're not trying to do all 5 of those, because that takes away from the pie of your brain of being able to be creative. And that's where you're most valuable at. And
but in that same statement, that shit, so anybody listening, that shit is in the beginning, I mean, it still could be fun, but it'll be fun and it'll teach you all these things that you need to know. Just like Nip. When Nip was in the studio recording himself at his house and all that shit in the room, he go to a studio and the engineer like, I can't do that. Nah, my nigga, what you mean you can't do that? I do that. I know how to do that. All that shit, because nobody's gonna go harder for you than yourself. So with you having learn how to put music on here, how to edit this, how to chop that, how to do that, there are gonna be a lot of nights, days, nigga, where you figuring it out yourself. So you making the fucking impossible possible on yourself. So if a nigga tell you that he can't do it, fuck out of here, bro. Get out the way, nigga. I'm gonna handle this shit, because why? I've done it. I know how to do this shit. So wearing many hats is gonna teach you how to put your shit together and teach you how to don't take the okie doke when a nigga say, oh, I can't do this. Fuck you mean you can't do this? Nigga, you a professional and I'm not a professional at this shit and I can do it. Watch out, bro. It gives that motherfucking it get that Ruth Chris steak, a little extra seasoning on top of that motherfucker, a little extra garlic butter on that joint. That's what that shit does. So my bad, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I just want to say that like that those little things makes you hella equipped, because you gotta pay attention to the sound, you gotta pay attention to the color, the wording, the verbiage, all that shit. Especially doing the skits that I do. I do skits with hood niggas all day. I gotta make sure nobody diss nobody. I gotta make sure this shit is not disrespectful. I gotta make sure it doesn't make this hood look weak or make me look like the aggressor too much in this. So it's like a science, and it's like a lot of shit that you gotta understand and pay attention to. This shit is not easy. So when you're doing it by yourself, a lot of shit that you gotta pay attention to. When you get that team, it makes it smoother. But when you do it yourself, it helps you to be able to direct that team to do exactly what you need them to do. Why? Because you know firsthand versus I'm not sure. I think you got to be like this, or I think you got to do that.
Bro, you know? Ain't no one gonna follow you. Ain't no one gonna listen to you when you're in that personal control or power.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. You know, a person that manage a restaurant got to know how to run the kitchen and got to know how to serve and clean. Because if you had to fire everybody because they was on some bullshit, you still got to run that motherfucking restaurant. And then, you know, for me, bro, I've been blessed to work with Created by Blue, and he been putting me through film school, bro, by doing, bro, we've done 100 music videos since January.
That's hard.
And I've been able to work my way from being a production assistant to production manager to producer and just helping out every aspect I got. And I thought I was doing stuff beforehand because I acted as a kid. I was a thespian doing the theater acting. And then I did my own sets of shit. But no, it was a whole new awakening to how the process really looked like until you arrive on a real set or you arrive at behind the scenes, not the face of the camera, because it's so easy to be in front of the camera, but you don't realize the work it goes into making that shit look good, sound good, the color grade. Man, there's just so many, the special effects. Like there's so much things that people don't realize how much hours.
Oh, it's so many bits and pieces that contribute to the whole shit. So it's not just nigga, I'm gonna pick up my phone and do a skit. It takes a lot of like thought into it. You know what I'm saying? It's my son, bro Wildin.
It's all good, bro.
But
they get older, man. Bro. They get older. They go to school, bro. There's sunshine down the road, bro. There is sunshine down the road. Trust me. I got to drop my kids off this morning at school, and it felt so good because the summer was over.
That shit funny, man.
But it's real shit.
Nah, real shit.
Hey, I do want to highlight something because I was born in LA and then I moved to Bakersfield and then I moved back to LA. Well, I was born in the Valley, keep it 100, born in the Valley, and then moved to Bakersfield. And then by the time I did back and forth, I ended up living in South Central when I was like 17. And then worked in a studio in Bompton. And then so I had my own experience of what life is like out there, especially coming from South Central to Bompton and being, you know, down the street from the Nickerson Garden projects and, you know, having to cross through all that and having a family member of the ex live on 112th and Avalon and just, you know, it's stories. Like I used to hear all type of shit. And it's because, you know, I got this skin color, but at the same time, respectful. I grew up in it, so I know how to speak to people. And I know, you know, I know how to move. That'd be the coldest thing that the people don't understand. You got to know how to move. You want to survive.
Exactly. And
but hold on, my point, my bad. I started digging in too much because I feel like we've been running back and forth in the beginning of the interview. But something you did, because I also had time in the Bay Area. I learned Oakland, I learned San Francisco, I learned Richmond, Vallejo.
Yeah.
And that shit moves way different than LA. There's no colors out there. It's all, you know, you can't even stare at a motherfucker for as long just to see if they gonna do something. You gotta, all right, they got that energy, all right, I'm on it. If not, bruh, you gotta let it go and keep on processing it because they gonna try and smoke your ass because they wonder why you staring at them. And you know. And so I love how you and Louis Belt was able to come together and showcase one, the difference between the Bay and LA, because it's the same thing like New York. They think Rochester and the five boroughs is the same. Like they think, you know, Griselda's the same thing as what's coming out of the five boroughs. And it's like, hell no, they from upstate New York, but they bringing back, you know, what they feel is right from the culture. And the same thing for the Bay and, you know, LA. And it's the same 7-hour drive. So,
oh man, I'm glad I fucking met Lou, man. I was watching his skits on Instagram. Lou been doing this shit for a long ass time too. Lou is like, I said like, Lou is like one of the dopest. I don't even know if I want to say youngest because there's some people under him, but one of the rawest new generation of talent from the Bay. Like when I created the whole way from LA, it was nobody from LA doing it the way that I was doing it. There was more so Hollywood. Yeah, cuz, all that weird shit. I don't like all that over exaggerated shit. I gave you the authentic of LA. Lewis gave you authentic Bay nigga. Bro, I've been watching bro since like 2014. Bro tapped in with me 2015. He was like, I'm gonna come fuck with you. I get a nigga my address, nigga. I tell you, nigga, like, I say, maybe it was like a week or two later, this motherfucker drove to my house, like, come outside, bro. Come outside, nigga. What you? That nigga put it like, nigga, I drove all the way from the town, nigga, out here to let you know, nigga, I'm gonna fuck with you, nigga. I wanted you to see my face, nigga. Like, I'm gonna fuck with you one day on some shit. And I had all respect for that nigga, because I'm like, nigga, I fuck with niggas, bro, but I'm not finna drive no fucking bay here just to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and
you know,
bro,
hey, he was hella juice, bro. I guarantee he told everybody, but I'm finna go to LA and go fuck with my folks, and I'm finna go do some shit. I'm gonna really let them know. And I got a reason to be in LA.
mm-hmm. And we did these fucking skits, and it's so crazy because, like, what niggas don't know and understand is the Bay is like our cousins in LA, because the Bay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna fuck what niggas say. The Bay is the originator of game. The fucking that sauce nigga, that motherfucking ism, man. Like
That pimp shit, that piece shit. Come on,
bro,
the
like
Mac is real.
the Bay, nigga. Like, I have a lot of love for the Bay, bro. Like growing up, whether it was music or like they music was so fire out here, nigga. Even like in the jerking movement, we listened to a lot of motherfucking The Federation, E40, Be Legit, Young Kurt, D-Lo, Sleepy D, nigga, The Pack, like, nigga, like a lot of them niggas contributed to us. Keep the Sneak on niggas contributed to us, and it was just a certain flavor and a certain game that you want to be a fucking all gold grill because of the Bay, nigga, like top and bottom because of the Bay, bro. Like me watching them niggas kid. Oh, Mr. Fab, I can't forget Mr. Fab, like everybody, but like the Bay is I never been to the Bay and I really want to go. But just seeing them, I was like, this shit is so fire, bro. Like they just so different. So to be able to link with somebody from the Bay and be able to get like a whole era game from Lou, and just seeing how Lou carries herself, presents herself, like niggas from the Bay, nigga, hella confidence. You can't tell them shit about who the fuck they is, nigga. Like nigga, I put you on style, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Like, just y'all been raised by old niggas, bro. Real shit. It seemed like all the old pimps and players gave niggas game, and it just resonates in niggas from the Bay, and just being able to make those two worlds meet is a fucking recipe for a win all day long, bro. Like I got him on my TV show. We got a movie we about to do. It's so much shit, man. Shout out to the Bay, man. Nigga, I got to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go to the projects, nigga. I'm trying to, not too long, my nigga, but I just want to go see some shit. I want to go to Toronto Square, nigga. That Boston there, nigga.
He said he's trying to hit E14. He said the Durant Mall, bro. God, I ain't heard that in a minute. Gosh. No, yeah. You gonna enjoy yourself, bro, because it's just like it's a better air, number one.
Yeah,
like, you breathe better in that motherfucker. I say I smoke hella blunts and shit, and I'm out there, bro. I swear to God, I don't get dry mouth, no cotton mouth, none of that. The air is so good that my shit stay just. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to spit, and it's just that environment. But I will tell you, you feel me? Just be on your P's and Q's. I got a story about the Ville. I didn't know I was going into the Ville, and my cousin was like, "Hey, we're gonna go get the Madden game. We're gonna walk across here." And see, he stayed on 83rd and E14, but he stayed deep in there. So we came out, you feel me, all the way 83rd, across the street. Now we in the Ville. I didn't know I was in the project. I didn't know I crossed this green area that I seen like a week later on motherfucking Yuck Mouth video talking about that's where people get smoked at, that's where people get robbed at. All this shit, this is where we cutting through because this partner stayed right there. That's his apartment. And we borrowed the Madden game and walked me all the way back and they was all laughing. I didn't know I went through a whole test.
That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna make sure, nigga, when I go, I'm gonna go be tapped in with some motherfuckers that's really from there. That's gonna, you know what I'm saying, let niggas know, hey, this family right here type shit. So I'm going, but I'm gonna have fun, nigga. I want to see everything. I want to have the food out there, nigga.
Bruh, you gotta go, bruh. They be having the firest, most dry spare ribs, bruh.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes,
then they
sir.
be having primes, bro. Like you feel me? It's not fried shrimp rice. It's prime fried rice. Big old shrimp in that
All that.
motherfucker, bro. Yeah, bro. It's in East Oakland, bro, off MacArthur, bro.
All right.
They know. Everybody know that spot, bro. It's smack. Like you gonna see someone get robbed or someone get beat up while you getting your food. You feel
I
me?
think,
Just mind your business. You feel me? Mind your
nigga,
business. Don't even look, bro. Just you feel me? Get from the corner of your eye. You know what's going on. Let me step back. If you hear click clack, get out the way.
oh yeah, yeah. I'm up out of here. It's time to go, nigga.
Hell yeah. You gonna put America's Most Wanted on. Hey,
You,
bro. I know I done ran through way off my script, bro, and I probably done took up way too much of your time, bro.
yeah.
But I
No,
do want to just you feel me? I do want to start wrapping up because I know that I start digging in, and I already
yeah,
know I'm gonna start talking to you like we next to each other, and before you
yeah,
know, it's like, damn, bro, it's already 12, 1 o'clock. Damn, this
yeah.
motherfucker took up all my time. He said 20 minutes.
Nah, it's
But
good, man. Like, bro, when I get to talking and I feel good, nigga, and the spirit move me, bro. I carry shit on, so I ain't even tripping. You good?
for so on that note, then. Bro, like when it comes to your creativity, bro, you're a real pioneer, especially when it comes to the street essence of the authenticity, like I've said.
Mhm.
What has been, the next step for you in building your brand and, outside of growing up in LA, like what else is going on to keep your brand going? Because you got brilliant. You said, I just don't want to be on this side of the camera for my skits. I make music. I know how music videos are supposed to go and you
Yeah,
incorporated yourself on those sets as well, and that's a cool bag. I do music videos. I done heard how much talent gets to just being in the video. I heard
yeah.
this one female wanted 20 bands. I'm like, damn, that's your whole budget. He was serious. He wanted to spend all of it just on her. So, you know,
That's damn 20 bands on you, shorty. Like, come on, son. What you doing, son? Nah, but yeah, that like it's okay. It's you kind of develop it. Like I know other people do too, because I have, and I'm not no different from nobody else. But you kind of develop these certain skills when you trying to find motherfuckers to fuck with you and work with you, and they don't. So it forces you to do it yourself.
mm,
So you develop this skill and in a sense of knowing how to do certain shit, or don't even know how you're gonna get it done, but you know how you want it. And that what kind of like got me into all this shit, because like me and my brother used to, like you stated, we did music before the skit. So certain videos that we had, we directed the shit and this and that. So now I feel like I'm at a decent place in my career where I can showcase myself doing music and putting it behind my skits, because in order for me to get people to hear me, I was doing ciphers, but as celebrity impressions. E40, Keep the Sneak, Nipsey, YG, Lil Boosie, Lil Jon, The Baby. I did some Lil Wayne shit, Jay-Z, all these people. I did these fucking impressions so people could hear me, but they heard me, but they heard the funny out of it. They're like, oh, this nigga hard, low key hard. Ain't no low key, nigga. Listen to them bars, nigga. I wrote all that shit. It takes time and skill to be able to do a nigga voice, but to be able to get the whole cadence of how they rap and rap and say your own shit that sound like it's some shit that they would say. It takes a lot. That's skill,
that's
my nigga.
hard.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
you got rappers right now trying to mix in all these different flavors, bro, and they be so off the sauce from themselves that they don't understand that, hey, you stealing from this person. Versus taking a
Yeah,
comedic approach how you did, it really
yeah.
showcased that I fuck with these artists, but at the same time, I know how to sound like them. I know how to mimic them. And that's a rare commodity.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that shit. So, so me doing that shit, I was like, I want people to hear me now, and able to do that, I just gotta, you know what I'm saying, just take that leap of faith.
Now,
And
by you able to do that, my bad, cut you off, but by you
like,
able to do that and process 5 different rappers, because I've heard you in the interview talk about you could be Lil Boosie, E40,
mhm,
Nipsey, and I forget the other person you said, but all in one song, and you the
yeah,
same person, and unless you know it's you, then
yeah,
then you could be mind blown. And so it's like when it comes to growing up in LA, I know you're gonna take the Eddie Murphy approach, where you're gonna star in all these different roles as yourself to showcase that you wear all these different hats and this is how it looks. Would you say that comes from your passion of watching all the comedies and also watching the movies, or would you say it's because you caught on the music and you're able to coincide with these characters and adjust your voice where you feel like, okay, I can do this on another scale?
Yeah. It's like a combination of both, really, bro. Growing up in a household where my mom played oldies. Like she'll play oldies in the morning, and then like Saturday morning or Sunday morning, cleaning up, playing oldies and shit. After the pain. I'm hearing this shit like, oh, this shit's kind of slap. It's old though. But me hearing that, it adapted me to music and different sounds and different genres of different shit. And then also growing up watching The Box, watching 106 Park, all that shit, doing the music shit. Like watching these old movies with Martin, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor, Eddie Griffin, all these people. They tapped into the culture of music, having music playing in the beginning of these movies and all that shit that gets you hyped before a nigga even said a fucking line. If you know the song that is playing, like nigga, as soon as you hear ooh, you like, oh shit, this shit slap. Come inside, take off your clothes. So it's like it's like you familiar with something. Certain songs feel right. So me watching them do that, and me studying the greats, and me studying how they do shit and how dope they were. Nigga, I know you remember, bro, watching the Martin Show, the Wayans brothers, and Martin Show, the Wayans brothers, and
Fresh
the Jamie
Bel-Air.
Yeah. All those shows.
Jamie Foxx show, yeah.
You see that they have certain lines that they do, right? But you see that certain shit was off the script to where Martin had motherfuckers dying laughing and they're trying not to break character. And you see the nigga turn their head, trying not to laugh and shit. And you see that would make me want to do this shit like, damn, nigga, that wasn't written. That was him just being funny. So like me watching them, I'm like, that's the shoes I want to step foot in. Because we are related to these characters, but it was fucking downright funny to where no matter what you're going through, you can't resist that motherfucking laugh. It's some shit funny, And I always want to make people feel good. So they inspired me a whole lot. And then music it was just in my soul already, bro. So I just do whatever it tells me.
I feel it. Bro, literally on the way up here to LA today, me and Blue had this damn debate. And the debate was that once a artist or a rapper becomes a successful actor, they ain't rapping no more. And so he was like, his argument was, is the baby better than Ludacris? And he was like, the baby versus Ludacris.
Fuck no. I'm gonna say that now. Fuck no. But go ahead.
So hold on, I'm gonna get back to you on that because I want to know. But his whole thing was that Ludacris stopped rapping because he got the movie deals. He making more money acting. So why is he gonna go back to, you feel me? What right. He ain't got to do it. He ain't got to give the fans anything. They already got it all from him. They got this catalog. And then I feel like the baby do go harder than Ludacris, but time will only tell if he gonna match up to the same amount of hits as Ludacris has. Yeah. But they both don't be really talking about shit. But
that one right there, my nigga's a hard one. No disrespect to the baby. I was in the Baby and Yo Gotti drop music video as a lifeguard in the video and all that. There when he was at Wild Now and all that shit. But no disrespect to the baby, but niggas gotta put respect on Ludacris' name, bro. That's a motherfucking legend. That nigga got Best of the Booth in Rap City more than twice, more than 2 times. It was him, Fabulous, Cassidy. Come on, let's not forget those 3 niggas, bro. Ludacris, gas, nigga. Ludacris, nigga, body shit. I feel like we gotta understand that. Oh, yes, they getting that movie bag, but in the same token too, times has changed. Things are so different. So for certain artists to try to not keep up, but like compete against the younger generation, it's a different type of thing. You kind of don't want to fuck off your recipe and your flavor trying to keep up with the next thing that's going on. Like you can't do that to yourself because you're gonna fuck up who you are because you're chasing after this because of that. Like, nah, all right, cool. It's the one thing to understand, like, all right, these young niggas got it. But if niggas call me out, nigga, I flame your shit up with my original shit with me. But I'ma just create this other avenue. You feel me? Because he's still eating off of motherfucking chicken and beer. He's still eating off of all these shits. But you gotta understand that too. Just like Andre 3000. That's why he don't really do too much music no more, because the times has changed. Like, what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna jump on their shit because that's their shit, because then I'm losing myself because I'm trying to chase after something that isn't me. I got into this game young and did my shit because it was everything that I felt and everything that was within me. So now with me trying to be somebody I'm not, I don't know how to do that, and I'm not willing to do that. So like it comes from that too.
So the next movie you in, you got a leading role, and then next thing it got a sequel, it got a trilogy, you got 7 movies all to this big star role you had in this movie. You coming back to music, or you gonna keep on putting music out?
I'm gonna keep doing something on everything I do, nigga, until that motherfucker get dry. I'm gonna have to, because the thing is this: I want to keep myself being hungry. I want to keep myself being able to do these things, because even if I'm not making my own music, and in the forefront, there's that licensing shit where you can write songs for motherfuckers. You can make these reference tracks for love and hip hop, all these other shits. Niggas might clown, but niggas some motherfucking bag. You writing songs for people behind the doors, it's a bag, bro.
Hey,
like
a song placed in a TV show, movie, that check is 12 to 18 bands plus every time it airs. But the initial check that you get for licensing for that is 12 to 18 bands. You get in a commercial, you get in 25 bands, and you get paid every time that motherfucker air. And you know, it just keeps on going. Like what you talking about is $1 million game that people sleep on.
come on. Like, don't let these niggas discourage you, bro. Get you a motherfucking song on Love and Hip Hop. Get you a motherfucking song on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Get you a song on Basketball Wives or whatever these fucking.
Get you a song on Growing Up in LA.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Speaking of that, I'm working on the soundtrack for that. I will be doing my own music on my soundtrack, as well as including up and coming artists from around LA and Compton, Watts, like everywhere. But just I'm putting everybody I can inside my shit.
For sure, bro. As you should, bro. I feel like Watts gets slept on for talent all the time, bro. There's so much talent coming out of there that people just sweep under the rug, or someone takes the flow, takes the energy, and makes it their own. And you know, we don't hear the other person because they got money behind that person. It'd be some bullshit.
Yeah, man. All the fucking hears Tyrese. There's more niggas than watch Tyrese. There's no disrespect to you, Black Todd, no shit like that, but it's definitely more of us. It's definitely more of us. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, the fastest woman out of Watts, Flo, went to Jordan. Black woman in the world. Motherfucking Etta James lived in Watts. It's like an old singing group. It's so many goddamn people. It's like, it's another girl named Lauren. She's an artist. She has like an art gallery and all this shit. She make dope ass paintings and all this different shit that goes in like art gallery. She got a fucking shoe deal with Nike right now, nigga. She got her own shoe from Nike, and she's from Watts. Like, it's people doing that shit from the city that motherfuckers slept on, bro. It's like it's so much creativity and just dope ass people from the city.
I agree, and you're gonna definitely continue the forefront of putting a spotlight in your city, because by you carrying the city on your name, it allows everyone to first say your city first, and then to carry on with your name. And that's something I gotta, respect you for, because a lot of people don't appreciate where they come from, but where you come from is where it gets you to where you're going.
Oh, bro, not even a flex, my nigga. But you see this shit? This is
I
the
saw
top
it in real life. I was in real life. I was like, bro, can I even talk to bro? He got his real diamonds on.
Nah, but like, I want niggas to know, nigga, it's Watts, bro. But also, I want you to see it every time. My logo, nigga, that's gonna be on my TV show and all my shit is the fucking W, but it's the Watts Towers. Like, you gonna remember Watts. You gonna see that shit. I I want to carry that shit with me wherever I go. Even when I get in big ass movies, say I get a movie with motherfucking Al Pacino and all them, nigga, I want the credits to be Tommy Quan in that motherfucker. Why? Because it's my city. I grew up here. This is what got me to this point. I want everybody to see, nigga, it's Watts here, bro. East Side. Section 8, food stamps, East. So, yeah.
Salute. No, I respect it. Hey, you know, I'm about to close out. I want to know what's your favorite Snoop Dogg memory, whether it's music or in person.
Oh, two. I was like grew up listening to Snoop Dogg, but like the shit that used to be so okay. Damn. So I'm gonna say three little quick ones. All right. It was the iconic scene in The Wash when that nigga sent Dr. Dre through them niggas to get Vicky and Diane. When that nigga Dre was like, hold up, and Corrupt put the blower out on that nigga, and Snoop looked and then hit the switches, nigga, started his car up. That shit was funny as fuck as a kid. I always died laughing like, this nigga is wild. He'll say, did y'all see him pull a gun out on cuz? Like, it was just funny as fuck. The other thing was his fucking verse to be honest, his verse to motherfucking Welcome to Atlanta remix. I thought that shit was hard as fuck. Like, the way he gassed that motherfucker, like, was so hard, and how that nigga like played with the abbreviation of Long Beach City and put the CRIP, Crip by the Sea, all that. It was like hard as fuck. I was like, this nigga's slimming his bag. The other thing was when Snoop Dogg got a song with Lil Duval called "Do You Like I Do." What people don't understand is that I was an assistant director on that music video, with being Tommy Quan on set of that video, because I direct shit, I do all that shit. I PA'd, I second AD'd, I AD'd, all that shit. So I got the opportunity to direct the music video, and I'm walking through Snoop's compound, and I'm not on no fan shit. I'm not on no goofy shit because I met Snoop Dogg before, but I'm just working. Snoop walk out the studio, looked at me, double take. Hey, what's up, cuz? What you doing? I'm like, I'm directing. He's like, oh, all right, cuz. All right, cool. Smoking and shit. And you know, as a second AD, you're in charge of the talent, making sure the talent get to set, get to wherever fine, whatever food, whatever you write down an order, send somebody to go get it and all that shit. I went in there to get Snoop Dogg's lunch order, and Snoop like was with Duval. Now, no disrespect to Duval either, but Duval, he did treat me kind of funny. Told me to carry his bags and shit, and I ain't like that. He was being funny about it, but I was in the studio with him and Dogg. Dogg was like, Duval, this cut I was telling you about, cut I be doing all the hood skits and woo. He was like, nigga, I love watching your shit. He was like, the dopest part about you is that you work behind the scenes too. I've been on your page seeing you on set with your walkie-talkie, your headset, on set with you doing this, that, and the third. And a certain post that was deleted off my page was letting me know that Dogg really watched my shit. And he's like, I fuck with you because your professionalism. You not here to crack jokes, sit there and talk and be in the niggas' faces. You in there doing your job. You're not coming there as, oh, I'm Tommy Quan, or you're not asking me for nothing. You're not doing none of that. You strictly here for your job. Hey, dog, forward your food order. Is this what you want? All right, cool. I'll be back in 30 minutes. Boom, get out of there. You're not talking to nobody. So I respect you because you learning all the ins and outs that niggas need to know that's getting into this shit, because niggas want to do their own videos and shit. But you walking in those footsteps of knowing how this shit goes so nobody can tell you shit. So when Dogg gave me that love and said that to me, bro, that fucked me up because you Snoop Dogg. So how the fuck do you have time to watch this and see what I go be like? Like, yeah, I watch your shit cause I'm gonna fuck with you. I don't follow you, but I fuck with you. Then the fucking second time at his son's birthday party, I was able to do a quick skit with that nigga and smoke with Dogg. That was the highest I ever been. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I'm not just saying that because that's Dogg. But I did a skit with Dogg, and then Dogg was like, I'm gonna fuck with you on some shit. Like, I love your shit. So that shit, because watching him as a kid, seeing all that shit, murder was the case, all that other shit, to him knowing who the fuck I am and give me love, that shit is like a forever memory that I'll never lose. Like that shit feel good.
Hell yeah. Now, Dog definitely does that. Uncle Snoop delivers.
Yeah.
Shit. I want to see more from y'all. I definitely do. Bro, what's your favorite concert you've ever been to?
My favorite concert. My favorite. Damn. I'm gonna say it wasn't. I've been to some concerts, but it wasn't even a concert. Like the performance shit was what was it, the BET pre-show awards. It was like, I think it was like 2008 or 2007. It was when Pharrell came back with NERD and he had a song Hot and Fun. And like Pharrell's like a big influence on me and my style and my music and shit now. Like the new shit that I'm going to show people, it's always been within me, but now I feel like I'm at a standpoint where I could do everything I want to do. But it was that, man, and just watching Pharrell and just like being a fan of him, bro. And my brother got the BBC Boys Club logo tatted on his hand. So when Pharrell was performing, in mid-performance, he's like, my brother had his hand out there to shake bro hand. He stopped and shook my brother's hand in the middle of the performance and it was like, I fuck with y'all, and threw it up. And I was like, that was hard as fuck. So that was like, it wasn't even a concert, but it was it was kind of like a concert, but it was the BET Awards pre-show shit. So that was like the best memory because it was we actually got a chance to kind of meet Pharrell low key. So that was like some fire shit.
Hell yeah, that's legendary. Come on.
Yeah.
That's legendary. Now, Quan,
Yeah.
bro, you have made it through my show. Before we close out, the floor is yours. You know, run up what you want to run up, shout out what you want to shout out. Do your thing, player.
All right. I just want to say, I want to give a thank you to God for allowing me to do this stuff, for always protecting me, keeping me covered, and keeping me safe. Thank my mom for just always being so supportive of me, making sure that I do whatever it is that I want. Thank my mom for just being her goofy, crazy self to make me who I am. Because my pops was incarcerated for like 12 years. So growing up, I didn't really have bro because he left at 2, but I had him through visits and all that shit. But I just want to say thank my mom for just me being around something that gave me this, because I could have went the other path. And thank my brother, thank everybody who supported me, everybody who helped me throughout this way. I just want to tell anybody that's doing this shit, the journey does get hard, but never give up, no matter how hard the shit is. I know it sounds easy, but it's not. Just go through that shit. Why? Because it all revolves around timing, growth, learning shit, being able to be ready and prepare for it. Because if God got $1 million deal for you and you're not ready for it, you fuck up that million. You just fuck up that million and you ain't got nothing to understand how to keep that shit. So just keep God first. Don't seek validation from people, because I feel like if God instilled that in you, you got that. It is hard to not seek validation, but don't seek validation. You're gonna be a lot further, because in validation, you're worrying about if this person gonna fuck with it, who gonna like you, versus spending that time and just roughing it out, figuring out, just like a fade, nigga. If you don't know how to keep your head up, nigga, you better keep swinging until you connect and figure some shit out, nigga. Just keep going with those punches. Just go for it. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what the fuck you doing. You were you and you gonna be you. And can't nobody stop what you got. So just stay dedicated, stay prayed up, do the fucking work, manifest that shit, whatever you believe in, pray, go hard for it, and just stay a pure person. Don't do nothing for no weird ass reasons. Don't be no goofy nigga. Don't feel yourself too much. Be a humble motherfucker and just be able to maneuver and carry yourself with respect, and niggas gonna respect you.
You know, you the first person I've heard outside of myself talk about rolling with the punches and trying not to get beat up. You use the fade reference, and I don't hear that too often, bruh. And you know, it's really like that. It's really, you know, you got to figure the shit out. You're gonna get knocked down a couple of times, but if you walk away from it, it's over. You ain't gonna be able to jump back up. Like
Yeah.
people like to take flights. I talk about this all the time on the show. People like to take flights of, hey, I just got this job. Hey, I just started doing this. Hey, I just started a new diet. But they turn around midway and make a U-turn and start something new because they didn't want to finish that. They didn't want to arrive at what they was manifesting.
Yeah.
And you know, you definitely put a on where people need to put their energy at. And if they want something, they got to work for it and get there. Bruh,
Yeah.
if you notice, my show is different. It's unique. They said over there I got to do segments. I'm like, bet, but I'm not gonna do segments like y'all. And I'm like, how
Yeah.
do I keep that same energy and close out? The viewers knows it's coming. I'm gonna hit you with it. You got any questions for me?
Basically, bro, what made you want to use your platform to help other people by giving people these interviews and asking them about themselves? Because the thing about it is, you putting people on your platform, you using your shit to help somebody else reach a certain height. These are the interviews that people gonna come back and look at once they blow and all this other shit. So like, what inspired you to want to help other people with your platform?
Bruh, a lot of people have helped me, bruh, along my way. Like, and they give me hella game. And I always wanted to say, how do I process this and give it back out? Because you can't take nothing, you can't take knowledge to the grave. You got to find a way to outsource it. And then I realized that I have a way with understanding people and sensibility is what this one guy told me. Your greatest gift is sensibility, and being able to understand that and finding a way to give that out. I was like you, bro. A lot of people told me no. I knew people at the radio station. I had a radio show in college. Nobody wanted to give me a job promotions. I'd do janitor work. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you want me to do, I was gonna do it. And they didn't want to give it to me. And so I was trying to join another podcast. They didn't want to give it to me. They didn't understand my views. And so I just took all that energy of I'm gonna do my own. And I put that energy, I started hitting people up to do interviews, and I ran across Bobby D, and Bobby D, Snoop Dogg's agent and business partner, and they do all the concerts and a whole bunch of things. And I interviewed him, and he called me that night and was like, is there anything I can do for you? I'm like, yeah, present my show. And then that was the beginning of my first season. And so the second season, Uncle Snoop's Army got behind it. And then I've been just running, still trying to build it. But like, the whole thing that I wanted to answer your question is that there's so many people afraid of success. Like, we come from areas and neighborhoods where, it's more glorified and respected to put in some work and doing some shit versus putting in some work that you could show people that I can make it out. I can help build that bridge out of here to success and make an example of how we broke the cycle in our community. And it takes stories, it takes testimonies. And I'm like, well, how do I get something that's across to the world where I can get stories of success from people and how they made it? And this show came about. It's contrast uncut. It's contrast because you see my skin color. I got 1% black in me. I did a DNA test. Fox Soul made me do it. And they made a joke about it because they didn't know I was white until I said something about the end of the episode. But I did, my family, 1% Congo, Cameroon, and like one other country that my blood come from. But yeah, that shit crazy. But needless to say, I'm contrast because I'm that gray area where it just it makes sense, but it don't. I gotta hear it to see it so it comes clear, and then it's uncut. You're gonna hear some motherfucker, you're gonna hear some shit on this motherfucker. And that's a little backstory why I do it.
Yeah, man, that's love, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro, because this shit is helping people, and just being able to give somebody something to go back and watch and look on. Like, this like amazing step in people's careers. So thank you for just allowing myself and other people the opportunity to be able to grace this this interview and just be able to talk and shoot the shit. Cause all this shit is definitely practice and something to look back on, bro. Like once you continue to blow and elevate, all this shit is like, this is like those golden things in your career where people are going to notice and be like, bro, you was doing this shit, helping people here, and that's going to bring other blessings and fruition once you know what I'm saying? But I'm just happy that you able to help people, bro, because niggas need these interviews. Niggas need to know how to be able to talk here. And I don't know what I'm saying, nigga, because I'm just being raw, but just being able to talk and learn how to, have this shit. We don't have anything that teaches anything like this. So we got to learn as we go. And this is perfect practice and like, just that shit. Just like, okay, like Ice Cube with Friday. It was something that created something to give them another Friday, a third Friday, but also give other people inspirations to do certain things. So it's like, it all ties in together. I know I'm rambling, but it ties all in together with like helping motherfuckers reach these heights and like those legendary moments in their career where it helped them get to a certain point. So anyway, nigga, thank you
Bro, no, I appreciate that. No, I felt that, bro. Like, you feel me? That was I understood exactly where you're going with it. Even though you say you rambling, bro, you was dropping bars right there. You was
Man,
dropping, you feel me? You've been dropping gems, bro, this entire interview, bro, the size of California on this motherfucker. Some of them
thank
had weight like an earthquake and you feel me, shook this shit up. And that's the whole point of it. And you
you.
know, until the city got wise to put them little rollers underneath them big ass buildings, that's how we able to maintain. You feel me? You just gotta keep on learning and adapting and
Yeah,
overcoming. And
mm,
but I appreciate you, you feel me, fucking with me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, like,
no,
you
you
know,
got it.
you a real person, bro. You feel me? And having that ism in you, where you're able to have that adaptation and being able to chop it up and blend in every room like a chameleon.
Yeah,
I appreciate you fucking with me because it allows, you know, the process to keep on going for myself. And your story is definitely gonna motivate so many people that's at that wall of I feel this, but they don't cross. And
yeah.
you're gonna allow them to get over. But on that note, it's Contrast or Cut. It's season 5. It's episode 24. This was 100% a Kobe episode because I'm talking about this brother dropped 81 points in this motherfucker throughout this entire interview, dropping them. I'm talking about we was able to chop it up with Watt's homie Quan, and I'm talking about he was dropping them gems the size of United States in this motherfucker. I'm talking about I keep on adding bigger and bigger because the interview got bigger, better, and better. And I appreciate you just fucking with me, bro, coming on the shows, fucking with the viewers and the listeners, and more success to you, bro. I hope that movie that we ain't talking about goes really well because I know you be working your ass off for it. But salute.
Appreciate you, man, and vice versa to you, man. Keep doing your shit. Keep blessing people. Keep helping people, bro. You got this shit.
I'm gonna tap in with you, bro.
All right, for sure, for sure. All right, y'all.